You're gonna be monetized. Hold my words. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today's video is a different type of video. It's more like of a sit down video where we're talking to each other, and it's gonna be a little deep. It's gonna get deep. It's gonna get into the goals and like what happened last year, which is 2025, and what's happening in this upcoming year. So basically with 2026 approaching, I have a lot of goals. Obviously this is a year where everyone has goals, everyone wants to get better, and that's okay. You know, every year you feel like you have to get better, you have goals to set because it's like a resetting, so you want to better yourself, and that's okay. I totally understand that. I'm also part of these people that always have a new goal, want to get better. So if you're also someone that is also lost, you're in between, you don't know what to do, you're hopeless, I hope that this video helps you, and this video is exactly for you. So let's get started. With the new year approaching, I've been doing a lot of reflection about who I am, who I've been, who I'm becoming. And so this video is about my 2026 vision. I have a lot of vision. I have a lot of things that I see myself in or accomplishing in 2026. Accomplishing, is that English? I don't know. But I see myself doing so much more things that I did back in 2025. And to tell you, in 2025, I feel like I did so much. I accomplished a lot, and I'm so proud of myself. But 2026 is the year where I want to level up a little bit more. So let's talk more about it. So this past year obviously like tested me in so many ways. Like it changed me into who I am today. Like the way I started the year in 2025 is not the same way I ended the year. I've become a new, complete different person, and I've evolved so much, and I became so much better, and I'm so proud of myself for that. There's so many things that happen, good and bad. Obviously it is life. You're gonna have a really good moments, and you're gonna have really bad moments, but I just want you to know that like life is that way because it is what it is. For you to understand and appreciate the good, the bad obviously has to happen. So that's why we are in this world right now with good and bad. So this year, literally past year, literally forced me to sit with parts of myself that I was avoiding for the longest. I have a lot of insecurity. I'm human and I go through a lot of things, and this year I literally sat with myself and kind of did a lot of reflection, and I realized that I had really good things in me. I'm a really good person, but also there's a lot of things that I could work on. So it literally is like kind of like bittersweet to say that. Not really, but it's kind of like funny for me to say that because I'm not one to always admit when something's bad is happening in me or whatever, but I am admitting it right now, and this is part of who I'm becoming and changing. Like communication is a big thing. Sometimes what you're understanding is not what the other person is understanding, and that's okay. You just have to communicate and understand that. And I learned that with my friend. We had a horrible like argument or whatever, and I realized that when we try to talk about it after, we realized that like what I was thinking wasn't what he was thinking, and it was just like not it. Looking back, I realized that the year wasn't about me becoming perfect. I remember starting the year with so many goals that I had, and I was so frustrated when I couldn't accomplish these goals because I tried to set goals for me that were not very realistic, and they weren't able to accomplish in a year. Maybe they could have, but sometimes your goals don't really work like that, and I would get frustrated with that. But it wasn't about being perfect and trying to accomplish so much. It was more about being stronger. Like I became so much stronger than I was back in the days, and that's crazy for me to say. Before I talk about who I'm becoming in the upcoming year, I want to acknowledge who I'm leaving behind. I'm leaving behind the version of myself that feels really guilty when I choose peace or I choose myself over other things. I feel for people a lot, so I try to put myself smaller to like help other people feel better. But I realized that it's not helping myself or it's not helping them, so I'm not gonna do that again. Another thing that I had in myself was that I was not able to express myself properly, as in like I'm not able to communicate my feelings. If something hurts me, I'm gonna leave it inside, and it's gonna like kind of bottled up. That's the I don't know if that's English, but it's gonna be basically inside of me for a long time, and then they're gonna do more things to me, and it's gonna stay there, and then until one day I just explode. I don't want to be that person anymore. I just want to be someone that is able to communicate her feelings better. If you did something that I don't appreciate, I have to be able to come to you and tell you I don't appreciate that. And it has to do with the past version of myself when I was a kid that used to hurt so much. When I was younger, I used to hurt so much. I had a lot of insecurities and I was really in a horrible place back in the days. And that little girl still lives in me. And when things happen with my family, with my friends, I just feel like I cry. I don't really express it to them. I don't really go to them. I just cry. And a lot of time when I do express it, I come out as rude or like disrespectful. And I'm not trying to be like that. It's just that little kid that lives inside of me, I feel for her and I feel so bad for everything she went through. She went through so much. And yeah, I don't want to cry. So we're not going to cry. I'm letting go of inconsistency, not just with my goals, but also with my self-respect. One, with my goals, because I wanted to go to the gym, I wanted to do Pilates, I wanted to do so many things, and I wasn't consistent with them. A lot of times I started the gym and I went for a full month, 2 months, and I would stop for a whole month and then start again. That's not consistency. You're not going to see results if you don't actually go. So I'm actually going to get a Pilates membership, and I'm also going to be going to the gym, not every day for the gym. The days that I don't do Pilates, I'll do the gym. I'll kind of like do like back and forth, because I actually tried Pilates and I actually like it. So I really want to try that. So I'm going to actually get a membership. And then another thing was, this year I'm taking a nutrition class, and I'm basically going to learn more about food and what's good for my body and what's not, and how to eat healthy. I want to eat healthy in ways where like I feel full, I feel good in myself. I don't want to eat in the way where it's like, oh, salad. Like, I don't want to just do that. When I was younger, I used to only eat salad when I thought about eating healthy, and that's not what it is. So I also want to be consistent. And then a lot of other things with my goals. I actually want to be consistent with prayer time and reading my Bible and talking to God. This is something that actually I used to do. That I used to be really good at that back in the days. I used to be so good at that, and throughout the year I kind of lacked a little bit, and then I would be back and then I would lack. But I don't want to lack at all in that. I really want it to be part of my everyday morning routine or my night routine whenever I have time. And it's not about when you have time, it's about making time for it. So I will be making time for it. So, and then with my self-respect, I'm saying as in like not letting people disrespect me. As an adult, I need to be able to like kind of like not let people walk all over me. And I'm not just talking about friendship, I'm talking about everyone, whether it's family, friends, anyone. If you're doing something that I don't appreciate, I have to be able to come and tell you that's not right, I don't appreciate that. And just like have an adult conversation with adults, you know, because I'm 22, I don't hang out with kids. So we're all adults, we're all 18 plus. So if something happens, let's have an adult conversation and talk it out and just express it to each other. There's another thing that happened that I really want to share with you guys, and I'm gonna hold my, like, I'm holding my little self, I'm holding my actual self right now saying that, but something really bad happened this year, and I'm sure you guys are aware of it. If you watch me from before, you guys know exactly what I'm gonna say. But a huge part of my life, a huge part of who I am today, it's a person. She didn't make it this year, and me saying that actually hurts me so bad, because I really wanted to get into this year with her, and I wanted her to see my goals and everything that I had plans. Like, I'm actually crying saying that. Like, I don't want to cry, but it's actually so hard. Like, out of everyone, obviously her daughter wasn't doing good at all, but out of everyone, I thought I wouldn't make it. I thought I would be literally the most depressed. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't want to do better. But I feel like she passed her strength onto me, because I've been doing pretty good. And honestly, I'm saying that and I'm like, whoa, that's kind of selfish for me to say, considering that like she was my everything. She was helping me through everything that I had, everything. Like, oh my gosh, you guys know how it feels to lose a mom. You guys might not know because you've never lost your mom, or if you have, you know the pain that I'm feeling right now. She was my grandmother. She wasn't my mom, but she literally was my mom, because I didn't grow up with a mom. I had two people taking really good care of me, and that was my aunt and my grandmother. And my grandmother is literally left. She left last year. I feel like, yeah, obviously with all of that happening, there were obviously days that I didn't recognize myself. I thought I wouldn't make it. Like, I thought that it was the end of it. Like, I always told my grandmother that if she ever leaves me without me being strong, without me being okay, without me having everything that I need to be able to survive, I would literally like go with her. I would literally die with her. And she would always tell me that like she's never gonna leave me when I'm not ready. The day that she's gonna leave me is the day where I'm gonna be ready. And when she left me, I was so confused. Obviously, she doesn't really choose when to leave, but I feel like the universe or God hears your conversation and everything that's happening. So when she left me, I was so confused. I was like, I'm literally not ready. I literally have nothing. I don't know how my life is gonna be. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I feel like she knows, God knew, God knows that like I would be okay, and that maybe I am ready. Maybe I'm able to take care of myself and maybe be an adult. So that's exactly what I am. I'm literally an adult. I'm taking care of myself and I'm being better for myself. So I want you guys to also be better for yourself, because you have to understand that life can hit you in so many different ways, good, bad. You just have to be there for yourself. On days I thought I wouldn't keep going, I did. I literally kept going. On days I thought I wouldn't make it, I did. And I feel like that strength doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from her and God. They gave me what I needed to be able to continue this life without my grandmother. And I'm grateful for that. But I'm very, very sad and heartbroken spending the Christmas and New Year's without her. And I still talk to her. I still think she is with me and listening to me every day. And becoming her is also becoming the version of myself that my grandmother thought I would always be. She saw me as this precious little girl. She saw me as this girl that had a lot of goals and that would be like so far in life. Like I would get so far in life with a lot of things. So I'm becoming that person, and I know I'm gonna accomplish everything that I have for myself. This year also taught me a lot about friendship. I learned about consistency. I don't have a lot of friends, and I am obviously selective with the people that I choose in my life. I have my people. I have the people that I love, the people that are with me often, but I also have the small little people that will literally know me for who I am, that will literally accept me, love me, and take care of me for who I am. My sister's calling me. Give it a second. I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, I'm gonna say it again. This year taught me a lot about friendship. I say that every year. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life. Not every friends that you make is meant to stay in your life. There's a lot of books that I've been reading that are literally about that, and like literally about moving on and kind of accepting what you can't accepting what you can't change. Sorry, I received a message. I'm learning to kind of like make peace with it. I'm letting go of the past hurt friendship I had, of the past, of all that. I'm literally forgiving everything, forgiving everyone, forgiving everything, and just moving on. Because if you hold on to the hurt and you hold on to the friends that weren't there for you, that literally talked crap about you, you're never gonna heal moving forward. You're never gonna accept the fact that it happened, it's behind you, and you're just moving forward. I'm just forgiving everyone and forgiving myself, and I'm just moving forward with the people I have in my life. And I'm also moving forward remembering that even if the people I have in my life right now are not going to be in my life in the future, which I hope not, because I love the people I have in my life right now, but if they don't end up being in my future, I just know that I had really good friendships and they were amazing to me, but it wasn't meant to stay, they weren't meant to stay in my life forever. So I'm gonna have to accept it and continue and move forward. I learned to literally stay and be by myself. Like for the longest time, I feared alone time, and I learned to kind of like be with myself and sit with myself. I've done a lot of reflection this year, especially like after my grandmother passed, was the time where like reflection was happening a lot. I was doing reflection almost every day, and I was kind of like crying almost all the time, and kind of like realizing that like life is not bad and I have to make my life better, and I cannot sit there and just be depressed over something that happened that I couldn't control and that had to happen either way. So I kind of like did a lot of reflection, and one of them was spending time alone. Like after my grandmother passed, I felt like I was alone. I felt like I was by myself. I had no one with me. Obviously I did, but you know what I mean. I felt like a huge piece of me left, and I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how life is gonna be. I don't know what to do. I feel so alone. But I learned that you have to be alone sometimes. You have to kind of like be with your thoughts, sit with your thoughts, sit with yourself, and kind of like be okay with being alone. And I am okay with being alone. I've been okay with being alone since last year, but this year felt so different because I lost a huge piece of my life. 2025 literally showed me that I am capable. I am stronger than I thought I was, and I am able to do everything that I put my mind into, and I can literally, whatever happens in my life, I'm able to move forward. So many things happen, you guys, with my apartment, with like how I'm gonna like figuring out things for my school, paying financially. I was so much in need. I needed so much mentally. I needed so much spiritually. And I had to look, I had to search, and I was by myself doing it, everything by myself. And I made it, you guys. I did it. And I still think that like I'm still figuring out everything, and I have God with me. I have my family members with me. We're just moving and doing what we gotta do. Now, enough talking about what happened in the past. Let's talk about goals, because dreaming still matters. I'm telling you guys, if you dream about something and you want it so bad, it's gonna happen. A lot of things I dreamed about, you guys, I can't remember when I wanted to reach 1K subscribers on YouTube so bad, and I did it. I literally reached it, and I was so happy when that happened. You don't understand. So I'm telling you, dreaming literally can happen. One of my biggest goals for YouTube is to get monetized. Like, I've been doing YouTube for a long time now, and I know how to record. I know how to be consistent. I actually have to be consistent a little bit more, but at the end of the year, I've been really consistent, and I see growth. I see change. So one of my biggest goals this year is to get monetized, and I'm going to hold myself accountable for it, and you guys should too. One of my goals is to get monetized on YouTube. If by the end of this year I don't get monetized on YouTube, what was I doing? I definitely did something wrong, and I need to relearn everything about YouTube, because you guys, I want to post. I love filming. I love doing what I do. I just have to be consistent and get more people to see my videos and get monetized, because this year we want to get monetized, and we will. I'm telling you, I'm talking to my future self right now. Leika, this video is for you, for your future self. You're gonna look back at this video by the end of this year, and you're gonna see that you made it. You literally got monetized, and you're making so much happiness. You're doing so much good things with YouTube, and you love what you're doing, and you're gonna keep going. You're gonna be monetized. Hold my words. I want to show up for YouTube, and when it's uncomfortable, I want to be consistent with YouTube. I want to post once or two times a week. I'll do a schedule for that. I don't know how, because you guys know I'm still in college and I still have a lot of social life to like balance, but I do want to post on YouTube once or twice a week. I don't want to do every 2 weeks. I want to be more consistent, more uploads, and be monetized. I also remember reading something, and I obviously want to share it with you guys. So the thing that I was reading was that I don't remember exactly the words, but I made it like that in my head. Every year everyone wants to get better because it's like a stair. Think about it as a stair. You're walking up and up. Every year you go up, you go up, you go up. And sometimes if you don't go up, it's because you missed a step and you fell back. And you're thinking, I'm not making progress, I'm not doing anything good, what's going on? But you have to understand that like it's okay to miss a step and fall back, but you just have to get back up and continue walking and going up the stairs. That's how I'm gonna, like, this is literally gonna be my quote and my little message for the whole 2026 year. It's about this little stair thing that I made in my head. Like, I think it's so great to explain life that way for us to understand. So if you're someone that is struggling with personal growth, that is struggling with your own personal things, with your mental health, with just life in general, and you don't know what to do, you don't know if you're making progress or not, and you're in between, I want you to know that like you are doing great. You are in the right path. Like I said in my previous video before, you can't really compare yourself to other people's success, because if you do, you're never going to see your own success, because you're looking at other people's success. Because success is different for everyone. Everyone has their own version that they put in their head about success. Some people see money, some people see family, some people see school. Everyone has their own version of success. So if you're looking at other people's success, you're never going to see your own. And if you're comparing yourself, you're never going to understand and see who you are as a person with success and what you have. So I want you to know that like you are in the right path, being strong, continuing doing what you want, and just moving forward. This year I see a lot of people being positive, being better, and kind of understanding other people's feelings better, and understanding other people better, understanding life better as a whole. So I'm so glad and so proud of everyone that made it to 2026 mentally, physically, and anything, and didn't give up in 2025. But thank you guys so much for sitting with me in this video and listening to me yap about 2026 goals. But it's just so crazy to me. So many things happen, and so many good things, so many bad things. I'm just ready to conquer the world. If you're stepping into 2026 with intention, comment one word that represents what you want to feel in 2026, and I'll tell you guys mine. Success. I only see success for me this year. If you like this type of videos, make sure to like, subscribe, and tell a friend that Leica is coming with more videos. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.